The Coxcomb chart is not just a new data visualization or one of those charts that changed our way of seeing the world, but it's a chart that managed to save thousands and thousands of human lives. 1854, Crimean War, the UK versus Russians. Injured soldiers were going to be rescued at the Scutari hospital in Istanbul. Florence Nightingale, a nurse that passed to the history as a data visualization nurse. She enters the hospital for the first time. She was 34 years old, to discover that hygiene conditions were very poor. No air was circulating, there was not enough space between the beds. Hygiene conditions were really poor. And those hygiene conditions were causing massive deaths, to the point that 9 out of 10 soldiers were dying not because of war injuries, but because of poor hygiene conditions. This is how she starts to implement best practices of basic hygiene conditions: opening the windows to circulate the air, spacing the beds, cleaning the floor. Mortality rate dropped immediately, and she started to become a hero. She comes back to the UK mainland, and she decides to spread this knowledge to save even more lives. She produces the very famous 850 pages report from Nightingale. Not famous because somebody read it, actually, because every bureaucrat completely ignored it. She was submitting this big report with her discoveries, but the chart was always going to be ignored. It was too heavy, too complex to read. And this is how she came up with the first Coxcomb chart. The Coxcomb chart is like a rose diagram in which each slice has a different size. Every slice of the pie was representing a month, and every slice of each slice was representing a cause of death of the soldiers. As you can see in this chart, the main death of soldiers was from disease, and not certainly from war injuries. This chart made it immediately visible what was the key problem. And thanks to this chart, the message went through, politicians understood it, institutions started to roll out these best practices, not just to war hospitals, but also to civil hospitals. This chart resulted ultimately in saving thousands and thousands of human lives. Now, it's an amazing chart. However, it's not that easy to build it in our common tools like, for example, PowerPoint. And this is specifically the reason why I have created a tool that will enable you to create your Coxcomb charts in a matter of seconds. Come with me. I can't wait to show you how it works. Here we are. This is an interactive tool that simply enables you to create every Coxcomb chart that you want. Here you have the labels of the slices. You can change the sizes of each slice. You can drag them up and down to rearrange them. You can even decide the color of each slice or the color of the full chart. You can change the style. There are different styles. And you can play with values and labels. Once you're done, you just need to export in PowerPoint and you will have the chart ready to go. As you can see, the chart is built out of simple standard PowerPoint elements, which means that every other person you will send this chart to will be able to read it and edit it, even without having the tool. So what are you waiting for? Make sure you build your first Coxcomb chart and give your data the memorability they deserve. Be lean, tell a story. Ciao!